morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, YouTube viewers. Good morning, Facebook Nation, and especially good morning to the people who, make it a point to come and to hear my message. Good morning, and may you have the best day humanly possible. Men, women, and children, all people, all languages, all colors, men, women, and children. Once more, may you have the best day. May any goal that you put forth, may that goal come to fruition as long as that goal consists for all mankind. May that goal come true. Beautiful day. Today, I had to redo this. I did a video earlier, but I mentioned some names, and I don't want to do that because I understand how dangerous it is to link people together because of what this topic is. And the content creator, I'm coming to you, sir, I'm coming to you, and I'm going to put in a comment and have you come to check out the video to see what it is I'm saying, because I'm directly answering your question. Two of them. You had two videos. One was about 5 minutes 2 seconds. The other one was like 5 minutes 23 seconds. So both questions you posed came from those two videos within the past 2 days. So the title is one of the questions that you asked, which is, what will it take? And the second question you asked was, are they watching? So before we start, I want to start out with this quote, and I came up with this quote because it encompasses everything what we're seeing around us and why people are so, manipulated and brainwashed and confused and delusional. There's a lot of that out there, even though people are so far unaware that, their brains and their minds have been manipulated to act and to think the way that they do. All we have to do is look around. So, and it's not one color, it's all. So this is for everyone because it has nothing to do with color, because everyone is being played. We're all being played against one another. So the quote is, the reality in which one ignores inevitably will knock on your door. And that's Dennis Crosby. So what will it take? I'm going to play a video, and the video is, and these people I don't care about. One I'm giving credit to, but the other one, he's a puppet and he's a bum. He doesn't speak for the black people. And how these people treated this black individual, I salute you. And I encourage us as black people, as a whole, to do the same thing. And I'm so glad that, it was filmed so that we know what it's going to take. And it's something simple, and it doesn't take violence to do it. So what this video is thank you to the people of San Angelo Live, and this is educational purposes only, fair use. I didn't see any type of copyright on there, so I'm going to use your video because there was really no comments, so I can't point people to go and watch the video because all you did was film. But I want to give it from my perspective, my opinion of that video. So that's San Angelo Live. If you get a chance to go to the channel, give that individual or give them some support and what it is that they do. Check out their content. And you seem like a real individual, the guy who stood up. And what had happened was Al Sharpton went out to the border to Del Rio. And he goes out there to manipulate and brainwash and get people to, think to join and say, hey, we're going to, the Democratic Party, we're there for you. This is racism and everything else. Tried to interject this into their community. But people are aware. They didn't want this. And when you watch, and I'm going to play the parts of the video because you're going to hear it, what this man is saying and the fact that he was willing to stand up, because they didn't come for what the reality was. And that's why that quote ties in with this. He came there to give these people a delusion, to elude from the reality, and then push forth, hey, join us because we stand for the same thing. But those people down in there, Del Rio, wasn't standing for it. They were like, get out of here with that. What about the kids? What about this? And what about the kids who are being sedated? What about the kids who are being separated? What about where are those children? Why aren't you talking about this? And he didn't go down there to talk about that. All that was a thing where they set everything up, and they didn't back down. And all the reporters that were out there, they stayed quiet because they shared the same sentiments as that man who had the courage to stand up to say, get out of here. You want to bring down racism and all that stuff down there? We're not racist. We get along. This is something that's not here. You're not going to bring this down here to try to stir things up just for you. You're a puppet. And he kept calling him a puppet. And this is what we need to do when you get these black leaders, so-called puppets, that we have all around us, and they're doing these biddings just for the dollar. So they don't stand for us. And to the creator that, I'm answering your question, there was people are coming at you and they're the same color as you. These are all diversions. It's to take you away from your message. And they're doing a good job at it because they're coming at you constantly. However, I'm going to go through the three things that it's going to take, and there's three phases in which you're going to go through, and you're going to see that those people are not, they're going to stop at some point coming at you with comments, and then you're going to see who's really behind. So when you talk about that don't, now you're going to see that there's somebody who's backing all this, and when they come, they're coming for your freedom, and they may come for, something more, but they will come for something. They're going to come, they're going to destroy your reputation, they're going to do anything that they can to stop that message, because at the end of the day, there are no black messiahs, and they will not stand for it. So I'm going to go through the three stages. And the number one is what you've already done. You stood. You made a stance to say, hey, I'm going to do for my community. I'm going to do for my people. And I'm going to equivalate that with Fred Hampton. Fred Hampton wasn't put on the radar when he started, people in other states, and around the world started to know who he was. They monitored him as soon as people started listening. And it was the black churches who put him out. Doesn't that sound like, we said black messiah, don't that sound like what happened with Jesus? Jesus, was saying something different from everybody else. Everybody else was listening, and it was the people that, who go through that. So stand. And then number two is you have to empower, and that's, the second phase of it is empowering people. And then number three is confidence, because when you empower people through confidence, and that's where you break the cycle of the brainwashing and the manipulation that is going on in this country as well as around the world. So, those are the things. These are the stages and phases that that they're looking at you as. So yeah. Your videos are the same as all the, no matter what color you are. As long as you're telling the truth and people are listening to you, believe me, as soon as you're downloading your video is already on there, going onto their computer. So when you put it in there and you say, okay, I'm going to download this now, and it says, okay, 10 minutes for download, 5 minutes for download, 2 minutes for download, but then it's taking 10, 15, 20 minutes for you to download. Yeah, it's because it's going straight to them. So before you even get to post it and put it up on that, they already know what they're going to do with your video. And they don't have to restrict your videos because they've already restricted your videos. What you're seeing is numbers that look comfortable to you, but those numbers, they may be very much even higher. Very much even higher. So, don't think that, that it's because of being put into the algorithm. The algorithm is the people that are watching you. So that gives you the answer if you are being watched. But the reason I say that, to go back to the topic of what it will take, in this video, you're going to see various things. You're going to see where, Al Sharpton, his message in like fair use, but Al Sharpton, you're a bum. You, Jesse, all them other, Camilla, all you people, you puppets, you bums. You sit there and you sell out your own people, as well as those people who are in media, who sell out. You can't even begin to come to us. And it's so sad that, there's people out there that when they can no longer use them, they destroy them. Bill Cosby. So let me stop that. I shouldn't have said that. But even what we see going through what he went through. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning, when they could use him and they can, send him out and people were listening and he could, people were listening to his voice, it was all good. But once he turned around and he said, hey, I want to do something for the people. I want to put, real programming on for, black children so that, we can, I'll have control over what they see and what they're learning. All of a sudden, everything he was doing in the dark, they said, okay, time for you to go. There are no black messiahs out here and you will not buy anything. So you take your time in jail, you get out of jail, you keep your money, you come back into the spotlight, we're coming right back at you. That's what we see. So he learned the hard way. There's others who learn the hard way. Hopefully they don't take it down for me take this video down for me saying what I said. But watch this video, people, because that's what it's going to take. When you get these puppets who, no matter what race, when you get these puppets, they're going to come into your town. We need to do exactly what the people did down in Del Rio. Because when we do that, it takes the power away. And then the people who are, the puppet masters, they say, we got to get a new tactic. We got to get something different or change what it is that they're doing. So, we have the power, and you say it in all your videos, we have the power, but take the time out, sir, to learn that power. Learn how that power and how it should go. And I'd really take that woman up that in your video, because I saw what you did down in Florida. I watched that whole, COVID thing and, the school system thing. I watched all that, and I got a lot out of it. And when she said that you should join them to go on tour, I believe that you should. I believe you should, because there's people all over this country waiting, to hear that message, hear not only your message, but all the people who was on that panel in Florida, and to hear their message. So hopefully this will answer your question, your two questions that you had. And lastly, before I leave, when you watch this video, and viewers, when you watch this video, why did they send a black man down into Del Rio to speak to, Mexican people of Mexican descent? And the reason is because, black people, they don't care. Everything is money for them. So they probably went to other Mexicans that they thought would be puppets, but they are not stupid. They know that their people would have done the same. The people would have done them worse. So they're not, other races aren't doing it. So wake up, black people, because if you're a puppet, you're going to get exposed, because you can't come into none of them puppets can come into this, to where I live and sit there and push a message, because you're going to run into, not one of me, but you're going to run into 1,000 of me. So, we're waking up, and, my generation, we're waking up, and we're doing what we need to do to make things right. So, for everyone that's out there, I want you to have a beautiful day. And like I said, I always speak about manipulation. Don't allow yourself to be manipulated, and be confident in yourself, believe in yourself. And, for the ladies out there, you're beautiful as you are. I greet women all day long, beautiful women, but a lot of them internally, they feel like, hey, I got to get out here, I got to work out, I got to do this. No, that's media telling you, that's the people they're projecting all this beauty stuff. But ladies, the beauty comes from within, so, know that there's men out here. We want natural beauty. I don't know, I can't speak for a lot of the other guys that are watching these. I don't even watch these things that they have on out here trying to project. I love natural women, because when you're natural, your beauty comes from within. And men, we don't have to sit there to, make everything materialistic. Let's look within ourselves and embrace the men that we are, because that's where longevity comes from, through relationships, as well as you're treated in life. It comes from knowing who you are from within. And with that, everyone, have the most beautiful day. Have an awesome day. Be the best person that you can be. Peace and blessings.